What's going on, guys? It's your boy Jordan. Welcome back to the station, Destination Devy. I'm here to talk about some buys or sells, a little video series I'm going to put together for you guys. I don't know how many players are going to be included in it, but I'm going to try and break down as many as I can. I'm going to break down tape, I'm going to break down analytics, and I'm going to give you guys my opinion based off ADP, whether these players are buys or they are sells heading into this 2020 season. Now, this series is going to start off with wide receiver from the Seattle Seahawks, DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf had an amazing rookie season. He became the number 2 in Seattle quickly after being drafted in the second round by the Seahawks. He supplanted Tyler Lockett, and all the coaches are saying that he's going to take another step up and be the number 1 in this offense heading into this season. His startup ADP has gone through the roof, where I'm seeing him drafted in the 3rd, 4th round of Dynasty startups right now, and I'm sure it'll be somewhere in the range of the 4th, 5th round come the fantasy season for redraft. The real question is, can he deliver on those expectations, and what can we expect from Metcalf going forward? Now, with that being said, let's break down some tape. Let's talk about DK Metcalf some more and figure out whether he's truly a buy or a sell for that price, and is he going to regress or impress for the 2020 season. Alright guys, before we do anything, subscribe to this channel if you're new here. We break down Dynasty and Devy fantasy football content. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really means a lot to us. Comment if you feel like you disagree or you like anything that we're saying. But before we do anything else, let's roll that intro.
You got barbecue back there and you didn't invite me. Hurt my feelings.
Today we're going to talk about wide receiver DK Metcalf from the Seattle Seahawks. Listed at 6'4", 229 pounds, Metcalf has the size to be an alpha in the NFL. He was drafted in the 2nd round by the Seattle Seahawks in 2019 and had a fantastic rookie season. With 59 receptions, 900 yards, and 7 touchdowns on 100 targets, it was one of the more impressive rookie seasons we've seen in some time. Metcalf is currently listed as wide receiver 12 in the DLF Consensus Dynasty rankings and wide receiver 16 based on May Dynasty Startup ADP. And the real question we have to ask ourselves is he a buy or a sell based on that price? Where can he improve, and what does the future hold for Mr. Metcalf? DK has all the traits you want to see in a wide receiver, but one element his critics focused on is his 3-cone drill. A drill which highlights a player's short area quickness. DK tested very poorly, and so analysts bashed him for it, assuming he wouldn't be able to get in and out of breaks with ease. I'm going to show you 2 clips where I can see an improvement from mid-season against the 49ers to his playoff performance against the Eagles. His slant route, in particular, is an area of his game I feel like he could take big strides in and become more of a threat as he develops his footwork. Now, what we're going to see here is 2 slant routes by DK Metcalf where he's at the top of the screen. You can see with the arrow right there. Let's see how DK performs in this first route, which is a rub route with Tyler Lockett in the slot. Full speed here. Boom, snaps the ball, stutters, slows down, catches the ball, but is caught from behind by the corner. Now this play here against Philly in the playoffs, top of the screen here, quick slant with Lockett in the slot again, 1 step, turns upfield, but is still tackled from behind. Now let's slow this down here where you can really see the nuance of the route. He's pop, 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 step, go. He's a little bit slower to that break and is caught from behind by the corner here. We obviously want to see him take a little bit less steps and accelerate out of those breaks. Now against Philly, he doesn't have to worry about that. There's no timing involved. He just goes off the line, couple of steps, breaks inside, uses that big body to shield the ball, catch the ball, turn upfield, but is tackled by the corner. Now full speed again, you want to look at this rub route. You see the first motion to clear out. Lockett's going to come over to the other side to block him for that corner. He's a little bit slow to that break. The timing's a little bit off. Next thing you know, he's caught by the corner from behind. Now again here, what we want to see from DK is for him to just run, take that 1-step cut, catch the ball in stride, turn upfield, and get that extra yardage, which he didn't on this play. I wanted to highlight this back shoulder fade here. It's just one of those routes that really only an alpha receiver will get because of his ability to go up and get the ball with ease. Now you look, he goes, runs up, down the sideline, back shoulder, needs to come back to the ball, wasn't able to make the play. Now although DK wasn't able to make the play on this one, he still gets a lot of these opportunities when he's in single coverage because the Seahawks know that he's able to make that play routinely. Now again, going up, wish he could have made this play, should have came back to the ball a little bit more, might have got a pass interference penalty. Now this play is one that I hope I see DK run a lot of in 2020. It's just a simple crossing pattern for him to get open and play action. Obviously Seattle does a great job of using their run game, so play action is open a lot. Watch DK from the bottom of the screen here run some play action, quick drag route across the field, right in front of Russell Wilson's face, easy pitch and catch between the 2. Now here against Philly, top of the screen, runs a quick drag route, gets a bit of a pick here from his tight end, and runs the ball at least 20 yards from the 30 all the way to the 50. Does a great job here, run after the catch as he's wide open. Now here in slow motion, you're going to see what happens when San Francisco commits to the run. All three of their linebackers commit to the run. Play action, DK comes right behind them, and they're in zone, so the corner left DK wide open. That leaves DK open here, but what he needs to do is he needs to turn this ball upfield and not get tackled like he does in the next play, what we're going to see here. Now again, in slow motion, top of the screen, DK, quick little stutter, comes inside. Then he's looking for that pick from his tight end here. He gets the pick. He's wide open. Russell Wilson sees him. And then he gets the ball and scampers up the field for almost 20 yards. Now I want to see DK use that physicality a little bit more and not just simply run out of bounds, especially when he has all that open green space in front of him. Now this whole play here I'm going to play in slow motion so you can really see how DK progresses through this route. As the first option, he isn't available. Russell Wilson kind of sees him but isn't able to get him the ball, runs this route, settles down in the middle of the zone. He's open, but Russell can't quite get him the ball because of the pressure. DK realizes it, reconfigures his route, goes to the sideline like I'm sure he was told to do. Russell sees him, drops the ball on a dime on the sideline. DK uses that great footwork and those hands to secure the ball. First down versus Seattle, and a great play adjusting for your quarterback and making a play. Now on this play here, you're going to see what happens when teams choose to respect DK's speed, and he's able to get a little bit of cushion and corners back off early. He's able to quickly run a quick hitch, get the ball, turn outside, and then go upfield for 3 yards. Now this is really easy pitch and catch between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Again, you see DK's at the top of the screen, corner backs off. Next thing you know, he breaks it off early. Russell Wilson gets in the ball, he throws upfield. Easy pitch and catch for these two. All right, now let's slow down this play a little bit with DK up at the top of the screen. Let's see, again, slow motion. Boom, gets the ball, pivots, stops, goes, turns upfield. No problem. Now on top of these plays, we also need to see him start to take some of these balls and turn them up the field. Obviously breaking them off short, getting that separation and catching the ball is first part. But then what we need to do is we need to see him go in, dig in hard, come back to the ball, make that play, and then not only catch the ball and possess it, but also break that tackle, stiff arm that corner, and get that extra 10 yards of green space ahead of him. Now, for a lot of you Philly fans, I don't need to tell you what's going to happen here, but when you don't respect DK's deep speed, he's going to burn you. And that's exactly what's going to happen on this play. He's basically one-on-one, the safety doesn't rotate over, and he uses that 4-3-3 wheels to absolutely blow past the defense. Bottom of the screen, boom, 1 step, 2 steps, gone. 2-yard separation, catches the ball in stride, falls over, gets back up, reaches at the end zone, touchdown for DK Metcalf and the Seattle Seahawks. This is his greatest ability on full display, absolutely blowing past the defense, getting open, and being separated by 2 or 3 yards from the corner to where he falls down, gets back up, and still scores. That's what makes DK such a great receiver in the NFL. Now showing off more of that deep speed, DK's featured here at the top of the screen. You're going to see him run a quick stutter and go. He starts off a little slow and then shows that acceleration and completely loses the corner. Stops, goes, and then he's gone. Completely wide open, but overthrown by Russell Wilson. Now let's slow this down, and we're going to see kind of how DK did this. He starts off the route by just going a little bit slower. Corner's not sure where he's going to go. Cuts inside, then outside. Boom, the corner forgets which way he's going. And next thing you know, DK is running wide open down the sideline. If Russell Wilson's able to hit him here, that's an easy 6 because DK is going to run that all the way to the house and won't be caught. I want to throw in a few more clips here about DK Metcalf because obviously there's still the stigma out here that he can't really run routes, and so I wanted to show this example of a 15-yard comeback where DK does an excellent job showing that deep speed and then coming back to the ball. Boom, he comes right back. Unfortunately, Russell Wilson doesn't see him, but you can see the technical ability that he possesses for a guy who apparently is slow in and out of breaks and had a bad 3-cone drill. It didn't take him much to decelerate. He came back to the ball like he's supposed to and really showed off that talent. Now this play here is a quick out route. I remember I thought Tyler Lockett was the one running this route, not DK Metcalf, because he ran it with such proficiency. Now you can see in the slow motion, he goes upfield, really pretends like he's going deep. Boom, throttles down, turns outside. Russell Wilson throws it right on the dime, and he catches it on the sideline. No problem. That's what an alpha does. He wins on the outside. Now we all know this play, the play to ice it against the Eagles. DK, what does he do? He runs up, fakes a block, runs right up the field, goes up and gets the ball like an alpha's supposed to, and then he waves goodbye to the fans of Philly after. Now let's put this in slow motion. Boom, watch this guy rise like a phoenix to get that ball. Do what alphas do, go and get the ball. And then after that, what do? You tell the fans, good night, thanks for coming, that's a W. Now, one thing that people like to look at a lot is red zone statistics. These are the red zone stats for the 2019 season where Tyler Lockett was the #1 targeted wide receiver in the NFL in the red zone. DK Metcalf was a little bit further down with 17 total targets to Lockett's 23. I would expect these results to flip a little bit in 2020 with DK seeing more of the red zone work compared to Lockett. This is obviously due to his physicality, his frame, and his ability to win on the outside. People can say what they want about Seattle and how they're a run-first offense, but I believe this really shows you that they do like to use the receivers in the red zone more than other teams, and how DK can see a path to a lot of touchdowns in the coming season in 2020. Now, obviously, he'll have to improve his conversion rate as it's sitting at a mere 29% right now, but I believe with his ability to improve his short area quickness, his route diversity, and improve his ability to get open in tighter spaces, he will see more success than he did previously. And that, I think, is the ultimate test for DK in the end, is can he improve that footwork, can he improve that route running to where it needs to be a #1 wide receiver day in and day out. He can't just win with physicality the way certain receivers do. I mean, he can try, but if we want him to be a true dominant #1 wide receiver, we want him to be able to run very crisp routes and use that route running ability to get open in the NFL. The real question we have to ask ourselves is, are we buying DK Metcalf at that wide receiver 16 May startup ADP heading into June? And for me, I think that he is a buy, and the reason why is basically what I outlined previously. He already has all the physical traits. He has the speed, he has the power, he has the strength. If he can work on his route refinement and really improve in that area as far as his short area quickness and his ability to get open, he's going to be an absolute weapon in the NFL just beyond what he is already. After one of the most spectacular rookie seasons we've seen in a long time, he's going to be poised for another step up this year, as the coaching staff is already saying that he's probably going to get more work. Look for him to get somewhere in the realm of 125 to 130 targets, and then you extrapolate that data from his past season. If he improves his catch rate, he improves his touchdown rate, things could really, really skyrocket for Metcalf. Will he return top 12 value? I'm not 100% sure of that, but I know that by the time 2021 hits, you're going to want him on your roster, and that's why I'm buying him right now in Dynasty. Don't be fooled by this route running stuff. Don't be fooled by the ADP. Don't be worried it's too high. Worst case, you buy him a little bit early, but better to be a year too early than a year too late. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Subscribe to Destination Devy if you're not already. Hit the like button if you like this video. Thanks for watching. I'm out.